is a district in Tokyo, Japan that used to be leading entertainment district. It still has the atmosphere of Edo period and famous for the Sensoji, the Buddhist temple built in 7th century. I could pray for $1 billion, but instead I prayed for the best melon pan ever in the world. And my prayers has been answered. Look at this. This is a famous Kakedo melon pan. Look at how crispy outside already looks. Goodness. Before ice cream melt, I'm gonna try. So I bet you remember in Osaka, there's a world's second best melon pan ice cream sandwich. I bet this is the world's best ice cream sandwich. The bread is still really warm. And the outside this is a little sugar crust in it. And the bread, it's just heavenly.
Hi, good.
Hi.
Where are you from?
America?
Nice to meet you. World people eating this. Japan is very, very popular.
Ah. The thing in Asakusa, you cannot walk around eating food. Even though there's a lot of great street food places in here, you cannot walk around with the food. You have to like standing up one spot and eating. Oh, ice cream. So good.
By looking at it, I want to say like, yeah, I've had some stuff that's similar to that. But man, that's so good.
The bread itself is freaking amazing already. Oh, you almost ate my finger, dude. So we got one just only bread. You see how the big size it is? You have no idea how big my hands though, but look at this. This is how big this bread is. Only $2. Pretty good deal. So light too. Meaning it's super airy, really light. I think only weight coming from this crusty part. It's so good, makes me wanna cry. How a piece of bread can be this mustard. I've noticed in Japan, a lot of things are pretty simple and they look average, but then they master it. Freaking master, I guess. I don't know how to explain.
Like a sensei.
They're just doing such a simple thing so right. This is ridiculous. It's so airy and light. I don't even feel like I'm holding anything on my hand. It's so light. While we are walking around, I heard there is a food item that only can taste in Tokyo. We've got to taste it. Monja korokke.
Monja korokke.
Monja korokke.
熱いです。
Too hot? Too hot. Monchayaki is Tokyo style okonomiyaki. It's very different, but same idea of pancake. She said it's super hot, but I'm gonna give it a try while it's hot. Oh, there's some noodles in there. Smell like yakisoba. Really crunchy outside. I actually taste a lot of yakisoba flavor too. There's carrot, pickled ginger, usual sour sauce flavor. Most of the filling is actually more like a creamy but thick sauce. By the way, Asakusa is full of other things to see, do, and shop than just the food. They're just the most beautiful, cutest owl I've ever seen in my life. You know, on the street while we are walking on the way to get my Menchikatsu. Smells so freaking amazing here. Oh, look at that. The panko breadcrumbs is super big. I put like a little bit of sauce just to taste it. Oh, it's Asian mustard. You will love it. Menchikatsu is pretty much Japanese style meatball croquette. Depending on the city and the restaurant, the ratio of the vegetables, the meat is very different. And Asakusa Menchikatsu right here, more bigger piece of meat, juicy filling, and lots of sweet onions. It's a beef and onion. It's called Menchikatsu. 맛있어. Look how juicy it is. Super duper crispy outside. Inside the filling is sweet, savory beef and onion. Super juicy. So far my favorite. And the right next door, we saw very, very strange and interesting menu. So it's a hot dog wrapped with mochi, deep fry, and salsa on top. They call it chili sauce, but I guess it's chili sauce. I thought it was salsa. Okay, there you go. Oh, so tiny. The outer part is really, really interesting. I've never thought of eating sausage and mochi together like this with the tomato sauce. And this is mochi. Look at that. Oh, definitely something very interesting street food. I've never seen something like this anywhere else but Japan.
It's good. Fried mochi, I really like it. I can just eat fried mochi all day.
I thought so too until I tasted Yaki, Costella cake filled with anko. It's like doing like art form of work. The little tiny bit of the pastry part and already shaped anko, sweet red bean paste, and then cover it up with little bit more of the batter. Look at it, he's doing it with his care, gentle care. That's amazing. The shape was really fun. It's more like a temple style shapes, the lanterns, and I'm gonna eat it. It's more like a cake. This is so good. Very different, totally different than taiyaki, the fish shaped one. I love this one. Even the filling is different too. The batter is actually more like a cakey and eggy than just a bread. It was just amazing little small bite, and the filling was extra silky and creamy. That just made us craving more sweets, and so when we saw this sweet potato dessert, we had to get it. So it's a whole sweet potato fried, covered with terapi candy, I guess.
Because it's fried on the outside, it's like a little crunch, and then the inside is like a soft, the sweet potato texture. Not too sweet, but then the outside makes it kind of sweet. And then the candy with the fry has like a little crunch almost. It's kind of interesting.
Korea, we have a very similar dessert we call matang. Surprisingly silky outside. The texture, it almost like feels like eating sweet glass. Super sweet to my taste, but the black sesame seeds, it adds a little more nutty flavor. And this definitely needs some kind of a drink when you're eating it. Non-dairy, vegan. Must be good for you, right? You need a drink.
That's why I couldn't explain anything.
Let's go find a drink. I got even hiccup after that. So make sure you grab a drink first before you taste the sweet potato, okay? And guess what we found while we are walking around and wandering around Asakusa? The Japanese pudding. And this was the perfect finish of this street food tour. So we got regular one, Asakusa silk pudding. In Japanese, pudding, and one premium. To compare how much is different, the price is about $2 difference. So we're gonna see how much is different in taste. Pudding. So cute. If silk and the velvet get married together, this is the sweet baby they will have.
This one's really good. I can't imagine premium, because this one is really, really good.
It's like the creme brulee, the inside of the creme brulee, the custard, a little more firm texture than the custard. I don't know, it's a little coffee or burnt sugar, caramel. Has a really nice bitter taste into it. This is freaking awesome. And I love eating from this little glass jar. Makes it even more fun. So good. Sorry, we lost the footage of the premium pudding. I still remember though, as last night, it has the real vanilla beans, much more richer, creamier texture and flavor, was $2 worth for the upgrade? Well, we will leave that topic for you because I am pretty sure one day you will visit Asakusa, Tokyo, Japan, and you will experience it yourself. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye! Love you! Mwah.